boop, boop. Come on in. We're jamming here. MIA's on Paper Planes. Hey, Patrice. I'm turning up some tunes here. We're going to dance a little bit. Happy Saturday, y'all. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, Misty. This is MIA, Paper Planes. Dance it up. Okay, I'm going to turn it down now. I just got out of a facial. I hope you all are having a great Saturday. Hey, everybody who's coming in, it's Jenny here. Super psyched to be with you on this scope. I had an idea to Periscope after my facial because I had an idea and I'm going to share it with you about how to name your stuff. Okay, when we are running our own business here, Hey Malibu Horses, our job is to capture an audience. It's to captivate an audience, to find our ideal people, allow our ideal people to find us. Hey, Gidge822, if you're joining in, let me know where you're joining in from. We're talking about how to name your stuff, how to name your services, your books, your products, your offerings. Hey, everyone who's joining, tell us where you're joining in from on this beautiful Saturday. If you're new to Periscope, you tap your screen, you send hearts over to me, and I know that you're excited and you're here and you're live. And if you're loving what I'm about to be sharing, you can slide your little screen over, put your finger on the screen, slide it over, and you can share it with your followers on Twitter. And I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for the hearts, and I'm grateful for you sharing. Yeah, you were dancing with me, Patrice. I know MIA. That song is so good. I was like, oh yeah. So listen, I want to talk to you about naming your stuff. All right. I am a brand girl. Okay. I've been in branding my entire career. It's been my job to name things. Happy Saturday. I started out helping to come up with program ideas and names and messaging for Kellogg and Pfizer and M&M's candies, like the big of the big. You know, I was running with the big boys, the big dogs. And then I started naming conferences and programs, and now I name offerings in my own business, and I help my clients come up with offerings in their businesses. So you can have these beautiful expressions of your soul to help the people that you're here to help and make money, right? Change the world with your mission. And sometimes we come up with names and they don't really say anything. They're vanilla, they're boring, they're just too safe. And I actually Periscoped about this a couple of days ago on a walk, and it was a really fun conversation. So today I want to share with you some insights on how to name your stuff. Okay. I've been in the midst of naming this very beautiful creation, because I am reinventing a program that I've had for a few years now. I'm the type of person, I know when something is done. You know what I mean? Does that ever happen for you in your business? You're just like, this is done. This offering has run its course. I've done everything with it that I wanted to do with it. And we don't know the timeline of how this is going to be. All of a sudden you're in something and you're like, you know what? It's finished. I'm so excited. I'm grateful for this experience, but it's done. So that's where I am with actually this mastermind that I've been running for the last few years. It's been called the Business Adventure School. I've loved it. It's been extraordinary. Some amazing women have come through. And now I am in the midst of a reinvention for my next expression, the next container of growth that I am going to be offering to my tribe. And this is really for those, for those elite women who know they're here on a mission. They believe in what their message, they believe in the people they're here to help, and they believe in investing in their message in themselves through just like the most sacred of sacred experiences. And a few days ago, I was up super late because I am in this like mode where I've got my annual retreat coming up. I'm going to a full week training with Gabrielle Bernstein, and I'm pushed to the limit. Like I'm moving beyond. And I'm like, what is this thing? Like, what is this thing that I'm birthing? What is it called? How am I going to be? What is it? It's like when you're having a baby and you're like trying to figure out the name of this baby, right? I have 3 children myself. So, coming up with the name is like one of the most important parts of having a child. You're like, what am I calling this beautiful soul? So the other night, the name came to me. I'm not going to share it here because I'm going to share it for the first time at my annual retreat in a few weeks, because those women are going to be the first to hear it. But the name came, and the name actually came through one of my spirit guides. So I want to talk to you today about spirit guides. You have these people in your life. They could be loved ones who have crossed over. They could be just forces, just energy that you feel in your life. You feel this guide, there could be, if you believe in angels, like archangels, there's Archangel Michael. There's different forces at play here. I believe this. I'm very spiritual, and this is what I bring out into the world. And, make it work for you, make it fit for you. So the other night, one of my chief spirit guide, if you will, is my sister Julie, who passed away over 21 years ago. And she came to me as I was like wrestling with what is the name of this new experience that I'm birthing. Like, I'm super excited about it. It's going to be extraordinary. And the name came, like she dropped this name into me, and I just started laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, because it was a memory from our childhood. And it was just so simple and like perfect. It was so freaking perfect. I couldn't believe it. So a tip for you is to work with your spirit guides. Okay. I want you to be looking for these signs, these nudges. When you are driving in your car, if, in my car, like right now, I'll show you what I have in here. I often from my car. Okay, so here's I have this like screen in my car. Well, it'll tell me the name and the name of the band and the name of the song that's playing on the radio. I'll often listen to Sirius XMU. That's my favorite channel. And then I listen to podcasts a lot too. So often the name here will be a sign for me. Maybe it's just a sign on the side of a building. These are all messages for you. These are all like divinely orchestrated by the universe to give you those clues and signs for what you're putting out into the world, what your unique blend is, what your unique message is. So when you're naming your stuff, keep your eyes open. The names often do not come when you're sitting behind your computer and you're like, trying to like churn it out of your fingers on the keys. That is typically not my experience. I will find the names of things by just keeping my eyes open, by leafing through a magazine, and all of a sudden it jumps out at you and you're like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is extraordinary. This is the thing. And you will massage it. You'll play with it. You kind of have to sit with it. It might not be an immediate like, oh yeah, I'm going to just instantly use that. You'll get it and you'll sit with it. You'll play with it. You'll massage it. Okay. It's like when I named my kids are Sean, Luke, and Kate. The name would come and then I would just kind of like, I would play with it. I would sit with it. I would make sure like, yep, this is it. And I would do a little research. I wanted to understand the backstory of the name, the different meanings, the different connotations, see how it sounded rolling off my tongue. When you all are naming things, you want to think about yourself saying it in public. Okay, so let me give you a for instance. Like my book is Get Gutsy. I had to think of me saying that so many times. Get gutsy, get gutsy, get gutsy. Do I like that? Do I want to be saying that? You also want to think of the URLs. You can go search URLs. The place where I go buy domain names is namecheap.com. I buy all my URLs on namecheap.com. So as you're kind of considering different names, you can hop over to namecheap.com, put in what you would want the URL to be. So for my book, Get Gutsy, we bought getgutsybook.com. And so when I'm doing a bunch of podcast interviews and different media interviews, that's often where I'm leading people who are listening to the podcast interview. I'm like, hey, if you want to grab a free chapter of my book, get the manifesto, the Get Gutsy manifesto, you can go to getgutsybook.com. So I have said that URL so many times. I say the name of my book so many times. All right. So the names just come, they'll drop in by you keeping your eyes open, by asking for help from the universe, by asking for help from your guides. You know that something new is coming through you and you want to give expression to it. You want to have that identifier. Okay. The name is like that identifier. It's that essence that captures your dream clients, that captures your dream customer, that captures this tribe that you are assembling. And says to them like, ooh, their antennas go up and they want to know more. Okay. So that name is the thing that brings them in. And then from there, you can play around with taglines. Okay. And I was in this facial. I have this amazing facialist. I call her an angel. Her name is Krista. And I was literally laying in the facial. I mean, this is, the service here it's like insane. It is the best thing ever. I feel like I am transported to another universe. I'm there. I'm getting taken care of and it feels so good. And while I was in my facial, the tagline for this new, it's like a mastermind business incubator kind of thing. It's extraordinary. It's like the ultimate in support. and guidance and coaching and just community. It came to me, and it was just like, boom, it just dropped right down. That's how my brain is wired to work. Everyone is different, but I'm sharing with you how this works for me so you can play with it in your life, in your business. The next time you are getting a massage or going for a run or going for a walk or in yoga, see what comes in, because you're open, you are relaxed, you are in a receptive mode. And from there, the inspiration and the words will drop in. And when they drop, you'll kind of run them over in your head a few times, like, okay, yeah. And you can kind of tweak. You'll go through, like today when I was laying there, it was like I saw it, and then I could play with it in my brain. Okay. And then as soon as that facial was over and Krista left the room, I like busted out my phone and I opened up the notes app and I got it in. I was like, I captured it, because as quick as this stuff comes, it can go. If you don't capture it, you very well may lose it. Okay. So once you get it, either have a notebook that you always carry with you. The notes app on your phone can be very helpful. You capture it. Okay. And then you trust it and you run with it. When you are a creator, when you are the rainmaker in your work, you are going to get these ideas. And you can certainly get feedback from others. I've done that too, but I always know that it comes back to me. I am the ultimate decider. I am the one who knows best for the expression and for my work. I know my brand better than anybody else. So while it can be helpful to get feedback and see kind of how things land with those who are in your ideal market, with those who are supporters, okay, maybe mastermind buddies or what have you, know that the ultimate decision-making process is with you. Okay, does this all make sense? You all feeling this? So you're like, yep, okay, you're gonna roll with this. I mean, this is my method, and it works. I've created so many things, so many creations that have basically been just kind of brought out of thin air, and I put them out into the world, and I attract people in to help and serve. That's my mission. My mission is to help you really identify exactly what that calling is in the world, and then to unleash it in the form of your beautiful mission-driven business. So you can change lives, you can heal hearts, you can live an extraordinary life, you can build your business around your ideal lifestyle. Okay? I have 3 kids, I have a husband, I've got cats, I've got fish, and we're about to renovate, put a new roof on our house. So things are about to get even nuttier. And I get to do this, and I'm so, so grateful. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for your good energy. Stay in the loop. We've got a lot of amazing things coming down the pike, including this newest expression that will be unveiled for the first time at my event, Alchemy Live. And then from there with the rest of my community. If you're not on my list yet, come on in so I can calm and we can stay in touch. Yeah, Malibu Horses, thank you for being here, hon. Stay in the loop. Come back to my Periscopes. I do a few a week, and I love being able to serve you in this way. All right, have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Rock on, name your stuff, and be proud, be bold, be gutsy, and go there. Mwah. Bye.